And I think we finally have to play Smash tonight.
Yes, why did we keep
down?
not?
I know. It's been like 3 months from
I
now.
know.
I haven't played Smash in so long.
I know.
Joshy,
Yes.
let's hit the countdown.
Let's get it.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
What is good, my friends? Welcome back to the official Flash Brothers
Welcome.
podcast.
That's right, everybody.
Joshy, we got season 5, episode
66.
67.
Is it 67?
Yeah, we got it, baby. And you're right there. We just recorded episode 43, actually.
Of pregame.
Yeah, y'all gotta check that out. Get on that Patreon. Check out our premiere episode, to be honest.
We went deep.
We did.
We went crazy.
Super deep. We went off of a crazy YouTube video that sparked everything. We'd love for you guys to honestly check out like our more intimate side of what we're all about here.
Please.
So, check that out, guys. Let's kick it off, Josh. We'll do introductions.
Let's do it.
My name is Sam. This is Joshy.
What up, baby?
My beautiful, beautiful co-host, who I wish I could still say was my roommate, but
I
that's
wish.
okay. I wish.
Wait, we're brothers, though.
Yeah,
you know?
so only closer.
Yeah, exactly. Little SpongeBob reference for you.
Yeah, you know. That's always how we're throwing
That's
down.
such a funny joke. I remember back when I had the ability to rewind.
Yeah.
I would rewind because I was like, you don't see him connected until he lifts up his shirt. And then you see them connected. And I remember being like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
And I remember just being disappointed because I was like, oh, it's just, they just threw
It's
it
just a
once.
visual. It's
Only
garbage.
closer. So good.
I can't wait to do that, bro.
I know, right?
Actually, I thought
Yes.
we would do something different today, as we love to do.
love
bro. Well, you know
differences.
I love to do that. So
You do.
Let's kick off
Yes.
with a pop topic.
Ho ho.
A shout out to our gold tier sponsors.
Hey.
Off rip.
Gotta do it off.
I just thought it'd be really cool to really just give all the homies some love.
Yes.
Get it out of the way,
it out of the
guys.
way.
Can't be talking about it.
Can't wait
No,
to get
guys,
them out of the way.
we honestly, I think Josh and I just always have you on our hearts whenever we're kicking off the podcast.
Exactly.
So, it feels like you're hanging with us. So,
Absolutely.
Mama Annie, #1 on this list.
Big
Thanks
Mama
for being
Annie.
here.
Can
Yeah,
you
big
shout
Mama
out
Annie.
her husband and your father?
I would love to
Yeah,
because he
please.
sent me a text message this morning that I just saw like in the bathroom like 5 seconds ago.
Yes.
It said 2:05.
Yes.
And then like the emoji of like
Yeah.
like mind blown.
Yeah, mind blown.
But no mind blown.
no-
it was just
no
like
head
the red
explosion.
cheeks. Yeah. No head explosion.
Absolutely.
No Indiana Jones. Whole pregame reference for you. So
Absolutely.
you didn't
What?
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of Major Tut's head exploding. Right?
Doesn't he melt?
Oh, he does know. Other people's heads explode.
Gotcha. Yeah, #2 on this list. Speaking of big quackers, we got Donald Duck.
Big Quack is in the
Big
building.
quacks. Quack,
Big
quack,
quack.
quack, quack. Yeah, you already know how it's going down.
I wish I could do a Donald Duck impression.
I can't. No. You know what? Hercules. It's pretty close. It's
That's pretty good.
that
It'd do Daffy
Panic.
Duck. This is ridiculous. Pretty good.
Let me do my impression of Queen Kendi.
Oh.
She's gonna be studying all day.
She
long.
is. She's on that grind, dude.
Oh, I just got my test scores back. A+,
A+, 110.
A+. I don't think I'm feeling good. Queen Kendi in the house.
No, we love her. We love her.
Why do I
so
feel like
much.
I just want to dap you up every time we
Let's
say
just
it?
do it every time we say a name. Let's do it for the rest of the
so
podcast.
glad, Queen Kendi, so
Queen
glad
Kendi.
you're here. Yeah,
Queen
big shout
Kendi,
out.
huge
Oh,
shouts.
She's cool. I love her.
Who?
Yeah, Queen Kendi. Sweet Adrell also getting a shout out. We got to give this man
Dude.
big shout out.
And a big dap.
And
for his
a big
name.
dap.
Huge shout outs. He does streaming on Twitch. He goes by Sweet A. That's at Sweet AYEEE.
Don't forget the third E,
it's
guys.
Triple E's
it's
there,
triple
guys.
E's.
Triple E.
Speaking of triple E's.
Ooh, let's see how you.
Quick shout out to Brawl Stars.
Hold up, what?
By today's sponsor, we have. Just kidding.
I
no
wish.
sponsors.
That'd
wish.
That'd be cool if Brawl Stars.
We were playing some Brawl Stars.
We were, yeah.
Low key. I do think of Adrel, and I'm grateful for Adrel and you just playing the game.
Dude, I
think of him every time.
I wouldn't have played if it weren't for Adrel.
Yeah, see? And I wouldn't have played if not for you.
Yeah.
Cause and effect.
Exactly.
You didn't play because of Adrel. I didn't play because of Adrel.
That's
like, come on, guys. It's
Check us
all
out.
coming together.
Actor, action, incentive.
Boom! Don't know what we're talking about? Check out
Pre-game, y'all.
Pre-game. I know everyone on this list.
I was gonna say these guys are already here.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
in
Bro.
the house.
Love that guy. Miss him.
Johnny.
Since he passed away.
So much.
I know. Oh. He passed away for real this time.
I know. To the other side of the desert.
I guess so.
The Amazon.
The other side. Is
that
the other side of the desert? The Amazon? It's close enough.
Yeah. Depends.
One side. I was gonna say.
I got a pretty good view up here.
I can see it right out the window.
I miss Johnny's like, you know what's turbo fucked is he's just got this this gig up in like Scottsdale.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It just ended.
He said
if I remember
he was
right,
be in there for a minute.
He was, but I think he just told me it ended, so he might be able to have some more free time for us. But it did suck because if you don't know where we're at and where Johnny's at, imagine two poles and they're on very opposite sides.
Yes,
one's in the desert. One's in the Amazon.
I want to show exactly the two sides of Arizona, of course. I wanted to shout out Johnny because he obviously did those amazing Metal Gear episodes that we talked with him about, but also beyond that, he has related a lot of stuff to Metal Gear. Drew just beat Metal Gear Solid. Is that the first one? He beat the old one, and then he beat the one that was on the PS1. Psycho Mantis. Drew just did.
Wasn't the first one on PlayStation 1?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's a first one, there's Metal Gear, and then there's Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear's on SNES.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it was on something before the SNES. That's what Drew said.
Is it the NES?
I think it was.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Look at the pictures, the screenshots. It's old as fuck.
Yeah, I know, but so is the SNES.
You're not wrong on that part.
Well,
he said something.
Sure
Drew said something.
He's gonna love that, and he's gonna be very.
He absolutely will.
I expect a ride in my.
Come on,
all right.
We need it.
Lene Lovelady also getting a shout out.
Big
love to my. I was gonna say baby sister. She's not. She's my older
definitely
sister.
your older sister.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, I'm the baby.
You are the baby.
Love her.
Love her.
Mikey Sandoval of the Sandoval 7 as well. Seeing these two every week.
Mikey. I miss him.
I miss him so much. We do have a shout out.
Yes.
And that's something to tell you later that I just remembered. Yeah, about Mikey,
great.
and he'll want me to share.
Great.
Before then, we've got Tayden and Landon.
Yes, Landon.
Big shout out to Landon.
Huge shout.
Going so hard.
Going hard, huh?
So apparently, he got to the Attack on Titan episode.
Oh,
okay. Man. And he got to the main topic, and he stops it and says to Mikey, I'm at the Attack on Titan episode, and I'm not going to spoil it, so I stopped.
Of course not. Yeah.
So then Mikey was like, well, so you're just not going to listen to the podcast? He's like, no. I have to watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
He's already on the 4th season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he's blazing
Landon, you
through
absolute
this, man.
demon, man.
Dude, I know,
absolute
man.
Legend.
Yeah, Landon the legend.
Landon the legend.
And he's actually still listening to podcasts.
Let's
He's
go.
just gonna come back.
Let's
and he's
go.
he's keeping up the grind.
I love it, Landon.
Yeah, he's like, no, dude, I couldn't spoil the episode. I had to keep everything.
I
fresh.
respect it.
I respect that, man.
it
Yeah,
hard.
you're listening right.
Landon the Mandan. Legendary
Landon the Mandan. Big Daddy Mike also in the house.
Huge
Isn't he in Costa Rica?
They were, yes, for
okay.
A week.
Okay.
There, so
that
was during our little break. No, I thought it was gonna be 2-2. Oh my gosh, 2-2. Whoa. But yeah, no, they got back from their big vacation, and huge shout outs to just my dad.
Yeah,
he's been so great and helpful to me in every aspect. Yes.
I'm not shocked or anything.
No, you shouldn't be.
Shout outs to Big Daddy
shout
Mike
outs to Big
for being there for my boy,
being there for
everyone
all
around. I mean, he's always so nice too.
He's a great man.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he takes care of cars more than any other person I've ever met in my life.
Dude, like no hesitation.
Even him,
him
and John.
Quad stacks his day.
That's what I'm saying.
And, like,
I know.
He
just gets shit done.
Yeah,
I love it.
So yeah, big shout.
Love you, Dad.
Big shout out. Love you, Father.
Yes.
Azrael Huncho, also in the house.
Big Azzy.
We're talking about Azzy a little bit.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We did.
But we need a shout out.
Oh, he does. He does.
And we got to dap him up.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
Come on,
wait, we got to dap up for all the other people.
And Big Daddy Mike. Landon, you're in, buddy.
Right there.
Tayden, I think you've been skipping on episodes. We're going to dap you.
Come on. You got to have it. And then... Azzy. So he's got YouTube, of course, but he's also been streaming a whole lot. So
you said you've been streaming more than anything, right?
Yeah, he's been going crazy on streaming.
What's he streaming right now?
He just started Breath of the Wild because of me. So I'm so excited about that. I did miss the first one, but whenever the second one happens.
I wish I could re-experience Breath of the Wild all over again.
You can. It's called Azzy X Huncho at twitch.tv. I'm just kidding. That's not how you do it.
Hey, that's the best joke of the day.
Yeah, so baby.
You can.
Azrael Huncho. It's at Azzy. So check him out on Twitch and YouTube and on Instagram. They're all the same. It's at Azzy X Huncho. AZZYXHUNCHO.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
You say you're dyslexic? I don't think so, buddy. You nailed that.
I'm dis leg is sick.
Speaking of legs, we got Reese PC.
Reese PC.
As our final gold tier sponsor.
Big Reese.
Big shout out to Oozon.
Huge Oozon fan.
Reese, I still haven't reached out. I know. That's on me.
Shit,
I'm a piece of garbage, man. I'm just happy Reese is here in the building with us, man. Let's give a special shout out also to Brad, Baywatch Brad, Demon Hunter Caleb, More Dory.
Oh yeah.
Mighty Matthew.
We did. It was fuck. We had one. You don't have it written down?
Did I? Let's check the notes, guys. From last week, you put Matthew as Majora's Matthew. I don't know.
No, we had a name. Fuck. Big Matt Attack.
Big Mad Attack.
Yeah, Big Mad Attack.
Big Mad Attack.
Yeah,
right?
Big Mad
That
Attack.
was it. All right, Big Mad Attack. We got them all. Yeah, more Dory, Caleb, Brad. Caleb and I are still going through Tunic, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's honestly just one of the best video games.
Well, huge shout out to Caleb. There's a regular that comes into our bar, and I'm bartender training, officially certified as a bartender. Huge.
Guy.
But one of the regular who comes in like every day is named Caleb, and when I saw him again, I was like, oh my gosh, good to see you, Caleb. He's like, you already remember my name? I'm like, yeah, we got a homie of ours named Caleb. So huge shout out.
Caleb is that homie, baby.
Is. Keeping it in our mind, baby.
Hell yeah, Joshy. Let's just break immediately. Yeah. I think I wanted to the way I want to structure this at the moment, because we put the gold tier sponsors here. I'm gonna move the rendezvous to right before the main topic. Let's jump right into our first official segment. Are you down?
I'm so down.
You down? Okay.
Wait, do I know what this is?
Yeah, you know.
How could I ever not?
Newsflash!
Beautiful. And we're gonna dap up after every segment.
We have to, bro.
Yeah, if we forget, we both owe each other $1 million.
Oh my gosh.
And then we can
not forget.
Well, no, but since we both are in debt to each other, we can just call it.
Okay.
But it's still pretty big.
Well, I want to announce the biggest announcement for the headline news today, Josh V, is Lego confirms Pokemon official collaboration.
I saw this.
Are you trying to dab me up with that?
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
Fuck it. This is a day of daps, bro.
It is, bro. Day of daps.
Day of daps.
Yo, is that the name of the episode?
Day of daps.
Day of daps.
That's nice.
I had to write that down. That was just way too clean.
Love that.
Set for 2026.
That's so tough. Holy crap.
Oh, my boy.
I'm sorry. We have a Xenoblade little thing up on the TV, and it's just showing different things.
Yeah, not AI. It's definitely artwork. I will say,
looks very good. I will say, though, he's kind of using his arm. I don't think he can move it.
You think it's AI?
No.
Oh.
The strokes are they're too fine.
Yeah.
You know?
No, this is definitely
real humans. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic.
Yeah, well,
that was really cool.
We're back. Xenoblade and Pokemon are two favorite topics.
Yeah, buddy.
Right. Subtitle: Will Stack-Attacka finally get their chance to shine?
Fuck. What is Stack-Attacka?
Stack-Attacka is like that rock Pokemon, I think, or the steel type that no one ever has heard of. And
he looks like a Lego.
It looks like a Lego.
Wait, Stack-Attacka?
Wait, no, there's one that looks like a Lego that's new. Has a 3-stage.
Yeah, Saltic or something.
Yeah, it's like the little.
Yeah,
He's the little guy,
and then he turns into.
It looks like the Endermites.
Yeah.
Right.
He does look like an Endermite. Wait, how do you know what an Endermite is?
They're in
Oh, are they in Legends? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Or Dungeons, yeah.
Yeah, no, Legends. Stack, we normally don't fact check, but
we're not.
Oh, okay. So, this is Stack Attacka.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you remember this dude?
Yeah.
What is he in?
He's an Ultra Beast.
He's an Ultra Beast.
Yeah, no.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
I forgot, man.
He would be good. But there's another one that I know you're talking about. Actually, can I just use this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if this is stupid, but let me look up. Okay, look at this. Look at this guy. Tell me this guy would not be perfect as a Lego. Oh, what the heck? Look at this. Okay.
Let me see.
This is a 3-stage line. Starts off as this.
Yep.
Right?
Knackly.
And then he turns into...
Knackle Stack.
And the final evolution.
Whoa, Garganackle. Let's go.
I had this guy on my team.
Okay.
Her name was Saltina. I just love 3 stages.
Saltina.
And I just feel like it looks like a Minecraft.
I actually... Dude, tell me that is not a Minecraft character. Like, straight up.
The eyes are...
The creeper eyes.
I know.
No, like, more like Enderman eyes.
Yeah, a little bit more. And this just straight up looks like an Iron Golem.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's be real.
No, let's be real. I love... What type
Endermite.
Is that, by the way?
It's... rock, and I don't know. Let's look it up.
Just for the last fact check, real quick.
Yes, this is the final one.
Know.
I think it's pure rock.
Pure rock.
Yeah, pure rock.
Boring.
I know,
right,
but I love rock. I love the 3-stage rock types. I always love them.
Yeah.
I usually have them on my party.
I'm.
My favorite was the fire one. From Sword and Shield.
I know what you're talking about.
Roly Poly.
Yeah.
And then it evolves into...
There's a Gigantamax.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
my guy's name was
Magma
Cole.
Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cole.
Yeah. But it was spelled like Cole, you know?
Cole's in the name.
I know.
Charcoal, like Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Charcadet.
Yeah.
All right, well, Lego officially partnering with Pokemon. I am really excited for 2 reasons. I'm excited to see, gaming-wise, this could open up yet another avenue for Pokemon to do something different.
Absolutely.
Right? Because obviously it wouldn't be sure, you could have Game Freak do something with it if they wanted, but I think there's a lot of potential for making some crazy, wacko
you could make some
mashup game because... To be honest, like Lego Star Wars, I always go back to
Lego Pokemon.
Yes, bro. Like, could you
that
imagine,
would be sick.
Just some rendition of Lego's version of Pokemon? I am all about it.
Okay, so does this excite you a lot?
This excites me a lot. It probably excites me in order, physically. So, like buying a Pokemon product that's Lego.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely, without a doubt, the most hyped for that.
Right.
Under that, though, I will put video game.
Yeah.
And then I also am excited for any potential movie because the Lego movie just hits so hard. The Batman movie, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that's even better.
Yeah.
So I can imagine. I think this is a great mashup.
I think it's great, too. I will say, I'm going to be skeptical.
Yeah.
Just because.
As you should be.
I wasn't impressed beyond the Bowser figure. The Lego Mario line I just did not think was that interesting. You know how they had the little digital Mario? Do you remember this at all? I really hope they do something.
Are you talking about like the ones that like
Lego Mario,
like the actual physical products?
Yes.
Like that they put out in stores?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
You remember those?
I know.
The Bowser was the coolest thing, but it's like $500. Look at these.
But it's not even.
It's not it.
It's not it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I do know.
Like that's the best you can do with Lego Mario, really?
No.
Come on.
I will say, though, I think that is more Miyamoto classic Nintendo. Having their hands too much into...
I agree.
Right? It, like, Pokemon already has a pixel art, like, base for their Pokemon.
Yeah. Well,
Bro,
I saw this.
Legos are literally pixels.
Yeah. I saw this when we were out at that one place with Matthew. The Pokemon card shop.
Yes.
But there's already Mega Bloks Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have one.
That
Charmander.
But they have like actual like like these like guys you can build. Like look at this Lapras right here, or don't. That's cool too.
Yeah,
so they got to do something different. I'm with it.
All right, here's my vote.
I'm not skeptical.
Right,
I'm just like we got to see something. Cool.
We got to see something cool, and we got to see. If they do with it, here's what I'll say. Yes. If they handle it the way, like especially product wise, there's a lot of potential and untapped atmosphere here. Like actually, like the Star Wars line of Lego products is top tier.
Yeah.
Pokemon is such potential to go past that.
I agree.
Right?
They got to do that.
They do.
Because they already did Mega Bloks.
This is a little scary because of where I am in my own hobby of Pokemon cards.
Yes.
Everything, you can't find anything, right? So that's going to happen for sure. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, it's just another thing to scalp. But we'll see. That all depends on Nintendo, how they handle it. Pokemon specifically and Lego, We'll see. I'm excited.
We will.
All right.
I'm with it.
Let's break into... I just got a couple real small articles here, but did you know that there is a Pal World update 0.5.0?
What?
Yes, sir. As cross-play across all platforms.
What?
Blueprint upgrading.
Stop.
Photo mode, and more.
Give me more.
Let's go.
I love it. I love it.
Big new update.
Huge.
Let's
Photo
let
mode.
players store PAL data in the global PAL box and transfer PALs between worlds.
What? That is going to be crazy.
Bro, they're setting this up. This is still, it's 0.5, my guy.
Wow.
This is half the fucking game.
We're not even there yet, baby.
Not even there.
Just wait till this game comes out.
So like...
You know what I'm thinking?
You
and I can play.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I'm going to now officially, fully on board, get the PlayStation 5 version. And now it doesn't matter, bro.
Oh my God.
We can play it across everything. This is amazing.
This is amazing.
You and I can literally play together.
I know. Also, photo mode makes me excited because I already think there are such good ways to interact with every single pal. But when I have my team, I want to take pictures.
Oh yeah,
I want to take pictures.
No, dude, this is. I'm gonna call this the Joshy update. Okay, listen to this. I don't, because this is slightly jargon to me too. Like I don't know how good this is in the grand scheme.
Yeah,
you do.
I'm ready.
First thing, new storage system with the global PAL box. Also, it's
so
10 times the capacity of your current PAL box.
Perfect. They already updated it with that Sakamoto update or whatever that was called.
Okay.
They already updated it to oh my gosh, it was so much more. But it's great because I filled out my PAL box originally.
Yeah.
And because I don't have my PC set up, I absolutely would have filled it out again for sure. Because you're incentivized to catch as many PALs as possible.
Hold on.
Talk to me.
It says guild members.
Yes.
Sorry, it says guild members can access it.
Yeah, so...
does that mean I can have access to your pals?
Yeah, so a guild would just be when you start a multiplayer world, it's the people that are in your base camp, basically. However, everyone has a different PAL box. So a global PAL box sounds like a different thing.
I see.
Where everyone can put whatever. So let's say you're on the other side of the map, you beat a really cool boss, and you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I already have this boss, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You recapture it.
That makes sense.
Throw it in the global PAL box.
Okay.
Boom.
So
that's awesome. I think that's cool.
Yeah, this is a little more detailed too. You can now change your character's appearance without affecting armor stats. It's called transmogging, which I know you're going to be all about because you literally how you handle Xenoblade characters.
What's it called?
It's called transmog.
Transmogging?
Transmog.
Do you know what mogging means?
No.
Or transmog?
Transmog.
To mog someone means to look better than them in a picture.
Oh.
That's really funny.
I don't think they are the original... I don't think that's an OG name. I think.
Oh yeah,
I'm
just thinking there might be a connection.
Yeah, maybe not.
Who knows?
There's photo mode, blueprint upgrading, and dedicated servers for Mac now, along with other changes that are detailed in the patch notes.
Cool.
Yeah, I got really excited when I saw this article, Josh.
I'm already with it. I'm already with it.
Yeah.
The blueprints sound interesting because I don't know how they're going to change them. Blueprints are essentially like specific items you get in the game, which give you, when they're in your inventory, they give you the ability to craft a certain thing. So I was hunting for legendary blueprints because I already had all the weapons. But if you have a legendary, because they go by rare, super rare, epic, legendary, kind of similar to, other, game systems.
Yeah. Classic drops.
Exactly. But they don't give you the weapon. They give you, and it costs more for like a legendary, right?
Okay.
So you'd have to get more like PAL ingots and shit.
Yeah, but because it's the blueprint.
That's right. And the blueprint.
So upgrading, does that mean you can go from like the blue to the purple?
We'll see. I have no idea
how they handle it.
I was going to say, I don't know what that means.
But
already that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Because if they are giving it the ability, it would also help with just inventory management in general.
Right.
Because if I have the ability to then look at like upgrade instead of having to build a completely new gun, just theoretically, if you get a legendary weapon, you already have like a super rare, you don't have to, delete it, you can kind of add on to it.
Yeah, which I like.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I definitely have a hoarding issue when I play like certain like collectathon games.
Yeah.
Like it's like, all the drops. I don't know, I don't want to sell anything because I might need it, right? So anything that can ease that for me. Like
Pal World already has it so that they have specific materials that they tell you if they're just safe to get money for, if they're safe to sell.
Yeah,
they don't have any kind of upgrading purpose.
See that, and that's amazing.
That's already
because
streamlined.
If you just leave me in the unknown,
I'm gonna keep it all.
Exactly, bro. Like, how am I supposed to know? Okay, exactly. I have one thing to wrap up our news, but I wanted to give you the floor because I thought you said.
Yeah, I have a little thing.
You had something you wanted to share.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, buddy.
Are you wrapped?
No. I have
you have one thing after.
One more thing to wrap, but because it has to do with last. I was gonna say last week. I forgot. We record bi-weekly, so
we do.
Last episode's main topic has like a bit of a follow-up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good one.
I'm with it. Here, I'll give two.
Okay.
Exciting news. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition drops tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
It's already out by the time you're hearing this.
Yes.
But I already have it
quality of life
pre-downloaded. I can't wait to play.
I can't wait for your review next episode because
I'm going to be playing the absolute dookie butter out of this thing.
Well, are you pretty free right now, like gaming wise? Like,
oh yeah. I haven't been playing. Well, I just beat Minecraft with Paula. So we just beat the Ender Dragon.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll probably be hopping in and doing fun stuff every once in a while.
Well, yeah, I kind of meant like are you playing another single player game right now or anything like that?
No. The most I played was obviously Tears of the Kingdom and Minecraft, and then
you were playing Kid Icarus not that long.
I haven't touched Kid Icarus in a minute. I got to. It's also all my stuff is in.
I was gonna say
storage
it's all
still,
away, right?
Which I'm gonna be moving rooms at my parents' house, which is gonna be fun because I'm gonna be unpacking a lot of bags. I have a lot more space that I'm gonna be working with. Very cool. I'm gonna finally, get the. I want to get the Xbox paid for so that I can finally say it's mine. I can unwrap that bad boy, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not gonna lie to you, Sam. I think I'm gonna be locked in with Xenoblade Chronicles X.
You probably
no question. Yeah. So there's nothing else it's competing with.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I asked because sometimes I like to go into like a game I'm waiting for, like fresh, right?
Sure,
like available.
Yeah, of course.
Beating Xenosaga and then the next day starting another game. I can't do that.
I could not do the same either. Same.
Okay.
Same.
So that's hype.
Yeah.
Big hype.
So, just another little thing. Yeah. Very fun. Echiro Oda. What do you know about that name?
Sorry, I'm gonna get up real quick.
What the flickety dickety
hair bothering my.
Yeah, we have those. It's called hair, you big goober.
It's in my ear, bro.
Tickle. Get it out of there.
I think it's gone.
I think I was having ear troubles last week.
So. Oh, yeah, you were.
Everything's all fine now.
Okay, cool.
I'm all good.
All right.
What do you know about Echiro Oda?
Oda?
Yes, sir.
Kind of a big deal.
I would say so. Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
Kind of the creator of the best piece of fiction to exist.
You took the words right out of my freaking mouth, Sam. Absolutely.
Got me up for that,
Absolutely, we get a dap for sure. Wait, can we get a dap for Oda?
There you go, Oda. Let's go, baby.
So, the reason this is exciting recently is because it's just recent reports that have been made about the sales for One Piece. Oda has now surpassed J.K. Rowling in the top 10 chart of the highest selling authors in history. This is not any kind of, this is all over, like this is the world, right? And global. You know what's really funny actually, now that I'm looking at it, in the top 10, he's the only one with manga as his writing, which is really funny and very ironic that there's no other comic artist that has even come close.
Not even close, bro.
So not only is he climbing the charts, but these guys have had freaking 90. The person above him has had 90 years of time since their writing has been written. So George Simenon, watch out.
Watch out, buddy.
You're getting dethroned pretty soon here, pal.
Well, dude, just even give it time. How long?
Dude, look at this. Look at these names. 27 years. That's how long
27 years.
Check this out. Underneath him is J.K. Rowling, R.L. Stein, which by the way is crazy. Goosebumps.
Oh,
yeah, you remember?
Yes.
Yes. And then under him is Stephen King.
Wow.
So not only did I not know that Stephen King was outwritten by J.K. Rowling and R.L. freaking Stein, but Eiichiro Oda has surpassed all of them.
That's crazy.
He's coming for the greats because all those guys that's like 30 years, 27 years, and 50 years. He's going up. There's also a picture of Oda from behind. This was at the premiere for the in LA of the One Piece live action, and he secretly went to LA and no one knew it was him. Isn't that funny?
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. So
that's so sick.
Love me some
Let's
One
go.
Piece.
Big shout outs to One Piece.
I go into it a little deeper, but One Piece is it's one of the most incredible stories ever. I went into it a little bit during pregame, but worth being said again.
Definitely.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So let's wrap today's news, Joshy, with something I don't want to go too deep on.
Okay.
It is a substantial article, but because of how much we covered ZA Legends last week.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you had heard any recent news with what you're looking for.
Yeah.
The article title, is that Pokemon fans are frantically trying to piece together other connections to Pokemon games.
Okay.
That not just like Lumio City and not just X and Y.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's basically like the article has like some screenshots, has some people being like, oh look, Professor Sycamore, Hex Girl, Ethan and Lyra, fan theories galore, people going nuts. The biggest thing that I saw from scanning the article was this possible theory that the main characters that you can choose between are actually older versions of the main characters from Gold and Silver.
Oh, whoa.
Right.
That's cool.
Isn't that interesting?
That's really cool.
Like, am I going crazy, or the new MCs literally Ethan and Lyra, which I guess are their canon names?
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either. I thought
it was Gold and Silver.
Yeah. Well, Silver is Giovanni's.
Oh, that's right. That's
the rival. But the new chick, she came out Crystal version.
She was Crystal.
Yeah. And I think Hard Gold, Soul Silver. Oh yeah, I saw Crystal. It's definitely Hard Gold, Soul Silver.
So her name's Heart Gold.
Crystal was literally a character. Yeah, her name's Heart Gold.
Yeah, love her for that.
So like some. Have you seen any of stuff like this?
So
fan theories.
I've seen fan theories because of the main characters, the way they look, very similar to the professor from Pokemon X and Y.
Oh,
do you remember that guy? If you hold up a picture of him and them next to each other, they look extremely similar. I've heard ideas.
Pokemon
X and Y.
I don't remember what he looks like. Oh,
look at him. So
Professor Sycamore.
Oh, you have a card of him.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It does look just like him.
It looks like a son of him, possibly.
What if it's him?
It could be him.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't know how that would work, but I mean,
I have no idea.
It's pretty interesting.
But as Arceus showed us, time travel is not impossible.
No, it's not.
Right? Actually, Pokemon's pretty much willing to do anything.
I was going to say, but also time travel we've seen since like the Celebi movie. Remember how young Oak is with Ash? Remember that?
No, totally.
Love that movie, by the way.
Yeah, But doing like paradoxal shit.
Yeah.
Didn't they literally just get done doing like paradox Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was all time.
I think this whole thing is. I think my theory coming out of this is this whole experience is a paradox.
Some kind of
paradox. We won't. There's gonna be
a reason.
Hopefully, just do it really well and have a connection to everything.
Which also is very exciting to me because that also means there could be new forms. And my original question last time was, how are there going to be new forms? Because obviously before it was in, the Hisuian forms, which are ancient forms of the Pokemon we know now. But this is kind of more modern, if not futuristic version of what we already saw in X and Y, which is somewhat modern day Pokemon. So, just very interested on how that's going to work.
Really interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I kind of don't think we're going to be locked down to Lumios.
I think you might be right. Just the more I've seen of it and the more I've thought of it, I think you're right. It's going to be less.
I'm really hopeful, but it's not for any other reason than I just think it's going to be more. I think it's going to be a lot more.
You might be right. I think even the idea of like making the ultimate Pokemon city, because I feel like they've just kind of skimped out a lot in the cities. Either they're very linear or they're very empty.
Yeah. If anything, if this is like a home base, you could say, or maybe even a first part of the game, and you're just here because there's so much to do, there's so much to see.
Absolutely,
it is going to be like the hub world, and you're always coming back to it, and it's like evolving with you type vibe, and that would make it definitely like the best city experience they've ever done.
I'm still with the idea that I kind of want those wild areas to consistently grow, and that's what you're building towards.
And totally get like...
End game, it would be all the city is a wild zone. Something cool like that. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool, man. That'd be pretty cool.
All right, Joshy, let's break.
Let's break. There you
go. Into our... rendezvous. All right. I just want to rendezvous before we kick off the main topic today.
Course. Which I don't know the main topic, by the way.
You don't. You have actually no idea. There's
I have no clue.
Notes in front of me. That's right. You don't know what's going on.
I haven't seen a name beyond Dap of the Day. Wait, what?
Day of Daps.
Day of Daps.
Yep. Coined by you.
There you go.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Well, I beat.
Catch me up, bro.
Well. I'll say I'm officially a bartender. Finished my training. Yes, sir.
Finished your training.
Very cool. Very exciting.
Hell yeah, bro.
Gaming wise, I just beat Minecraft with Paula.
Yeah.
Less than stellar the way we ended it.
What do you mean?
She died at the very end, and so we didn't get any of the XP from the Ender Dragon because I tried to wait. And it all despawned by the time she got there.
No.
Yeah. So, and she was kind of disappointed, but I mean, it's still fun.
Well, how'd you
beat it?
Yeah.
I mean, I had like a netherite sword, and she got a couple of hits off. It was not the way we wanted it to end, but I'm optimistic. I think it was.
So you still beat the Ender Dragon?
Yeah.
But because
she got killed by Endermen, who were like the ground troops for the Ender Dragon.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was still fun. Still a good time. So yeah, that I wrapped up with. But I've mostly been working and watching One Piece with Drew, which is so fun.
Yeah.
Drew finished Alabasta, which was very, very fun as well.
Big hype.
Love that arc.
Which is like episode 150-ish.
150 around. Yeah. Maybe a little less, but around that. You know.
By the way.
Stop. No. Numa in the back, dude. That's so
the heck?
That's crazy.
Yo, look at Poppy.
Poppy QT Pie. And Laya, right?
Lila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rock and freaking Van Damme. Pete.
That's Pete.
Where the fuck is Rex?
This is a Rexless.
What the hell? Rexless is right.
Yeah, what is Rex supposed to be? The tree?
That's what I'm
This is like a perfect...
What the hell?
Wait. Yeah, there's like an amazingly perfect photo with no Rex.
No Rex. Weird.
Huh.
Strange.
Maybe that's supposed to be Rex.
Oh. Like somehow that's
also Rex?
Rex is the tree. Oh.
Lore confirmed. All right.
I've been theorizing about this for years. But yeah, so I been watching that. Just yesterday, a new batch of the One Piece dub just dropped, about 20 episodes. So I've been watching that too.
Oh shit! Okay.
I love One Piece.
Yeah, so even though you're caught up, you're still like soaking up the.
So I'm caught up to the manga.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the anime until a little bit recently when I was telling you about it.
Oh yeah.
Which I watched. I went back even further since we last had the podcast. Where I watched most of the new arc.
You were literally like watching backwards.
Yeah. So I went back. I just wanted to see the end of the last arc, which is called Wano. You probably heard that name before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Huge Definitely. Arc, very awesome. I just never watched it, especially with the dub. And I just love the One Piece dub, dude. That's
right before.
Right before.
Right now.
Egghead, yeah.
Egghead,
Egghead. And then I rewatched a little bit of the beginning of Egghead, and then I just picked up where we were at, and it's so good. Dude. It's just good. I love.
Yeah.
And then we have a date for when One Piece is coming back because it's now seasonal, which is really exciting because filler is filler is something of the past, hopefully. Because what they're gonna be doing now is for 6 months they're gonna be animating One Piece or having the One Piece animation without worry of catching up to the manga because there's a 6-month break. Hopefully they'll keep doing it like that. And then during that 6 months, they're remastering older arcs. So
I am hyped about
that. It's
going
to be good, dude.
Yeah.
It's already really good.
Where's the remaster at right now?
It's on Fishman Island, so they're going from when they started getting a little too close. Pacing got a little rough, which was right at the end of the time skip. So that kind of went. So Fishman Island is the first arc back after the time skip, and then after that is Punk Hazard, and then Dressrosa Zoe.
If you were to like just pop it in Netflix, right?
Sure.
Is Netflix caught up in the dub?
So Netflix is doing it really weird. They ended right at Marineford, which is right before the end of pre-time skip. And then they have Egghead on there, so it's really weird.
Egghead?
But it's not even dubbed.
Wait, Egghead's not dubbed?
Well, it just got dubbed. They just got caught up.
Got it.
For the first time in history, beyond the remaster, which they haven't dubbed, and an episode called One Piece Fan Letter, which I could write home about. That's one of the greatest episodes of any show.
Man. Wait, it's caught up?
It's caught up.
Completely?
Completely. So the dub has never been caught up to One Piece, and it is.
I'm actually
the latest. Yeah. I'm so excited because these next episodes that are coming out could be simulcast, which is when an anime and its dub comes out like the day after.
Dude.
Because then they dub it then weekly at that point.
That's crazy.
Which is what they do for like Solo Leveling.
Are they the same voice actors?
Yeah. It's awesome too.
That's
because
so
I'm getting to rewatch One Piece, hearing all the voices from characters a while ago, and then, watching these episodes. And some of these characters we haven't seen for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. Years.
It's the same
actors.
Could you imagine actually
I'm saying,
like
dude,
being a part of it?
So
and like you have like a steady job.
You're there
because One Piece isn't.
You know what's really ironic? Frankie, the character Frankie. Have you heard him?
No,
before?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's one of the Straw Hats, but his actor just retired because he was getting too old and his health wasn't the best.
No.
So he just retired, and someone he handed over the mantle. They did a whole cute show where Frankie, he's like the blue-haired big cyborg. You ever seen him before? He wears a speedo and like Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like sunglasses on. Yeah, like that. Super. But on stage, like the actor, he like handed over a pair of a speedo to the new guy, and he's like yes.
Is that for the dub?
No, just for
the original sub actor.
Yeah, because he's been doing it for years.
Yeah, dude.
And these guys are getting old too.
Yeah, you said 27 years.
27 years.
Like, come on.
Right. I mean, since the anime came out,
bro.
So.
That's crazy.
They've been on this.
That's crazy.
They've been on this grind for a minute, man, and I think it's been like 25 years. I think they just hit the 25.
But still, could you imagine being 18 years old?
The actor for Luffy is the same since 1998.
That is nuts, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Like, seriously. Okay, even number. You're 20.
That's
and
right.
You're like, One Piece. Yeah, I'll start it.
Right.
At 35, you're still going.
You're still watching it.
I'm sorry, that's 15 years.
That is.
At 45, you're still going.
It's crazy.
That's nutty, bro.
I love it though. I think it's great. I love One Piece. I love all the voice actors.
I love One Piece. And I love Joshi.
Yeah, I love Sammy.
You know what I also love, Joshi?
What do you love?
Pokemon cards.
Oh shit! He's holding up 10 unsealed Korean decks.
Well, they are sealed
packages. I meant to say sealed. Unopened is what I meant to say. I mixed them too.
Yeah, Korean of the newest set, Prismatic Evolutions, which you probably know. Cannot find it anywhere.
You have a poster right over there, don't you?
Yeah. With everything's overpriced. Everything is secondhand over here in the market. So it's all over YouTube now. It's starting to blow up. It's going to become a global issue. I think Pokemon's going to fix their shit. I think that the market's going to crash, right? But it's crazy because the hype has just been building since COVID so high, and influencers affecting it too.
Right.
It's like the more deep I'm getting into the hobby and the more I'm learning about the lore, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
Crazy.
Because now everyone is recognizing and understanding that the American market is bogus.
Right.
And because like it's got the lowest stock. The European is about there, but like the scalping issue is so bad in America, right?
Absolutely.
So now everyone also to not encourage scalping of the American products. Like there's like the success story that was on Vice of like this couple, and this guy just was casually collecting, and he started really, really getting into it, and he started importing. So he'd buy Japanese boxes and sell them to Americans because you couldn't find them over here.
Right.
So he didn't feel bad. Like he's not even scalping. He's like, they're just slightly above market, and he wanted to make them affordable. So he was selling packs for like $5 to $7, which is like
pretty reasonable.
Absolutely.
It's like $5 for a pack.
As opposed to, and here's the reality, a pack is $5 and you're finding this Prismatic Evolutions for $20. Minimum. At any shop.
Minimum.
Like, or on eBay. Minimum, bro. That's not an out of print pack, my guy. That is a current printed pack.
It's crazy.
So it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. It's been a lot of fun.
I love it.
But
I've been loving getting to secondhandly like experience it.
I hope
from
so.
Your eyes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome because
I just know you appreciate art so much.
Well, that's why I was into those fake Pokemon cards.
Right.
Which I was just, I'd buy them just so I could see the artwork because
which I understood.
It's not really even the same as this, not even close because of these textures, but it's not the same seeing it on a screen either, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And having a binder, getting to see, like my favorite thing was those, I love Urishifu. I was obsessed with this page I dedicated to Urishifu.
Really?
Yeah.
Urishifu is the legendary?
Yeah, from
the Sword and Shield expansion?
Yeah, the armor, Isle of Armor.
The first one.
Yeah, didn't you play that one?
I started it.
Did you get the little Cubfu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the pre-evolution.
So he evolves in Urishifu?
I love...
Is that the single strike,
multi-strike? Yeah.
Okay.
So
which they put into Arceus a little bit.
Yes, they did. So all that does is change his form. He'll have a single strike or a multi-strike. Single strike is dark type. And then multi-strike is water type, which I think I went with the dark type just because I liked his stance a little more.
Yes,
but the other one was way cool. Like it's like Garou. It's water. It's called like the multi-strike is because it's like he literally is like standing like this, and it's literally like Garou's flowing water crushing rock.
Flowing water crushing rock. I always forget
my gosh, dude!
What?
Announcement for One Punch Season 3.
Tell me, bro.
Oh my gosh, there was a trailer for One Punch Season 3 that dropped.
We're pausing the cast.
Can we?
What is good, my friends? Welcome once again to the official Flash Brothers podcast.
Welcome in.
Weekly show is essentially two best friends sharing casual discussions centered around our collective interests. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
I would say that's completely correct. In fact, I would say that's really well said.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, brother. We got a blend, a perfect blend, you might say. A spicy blend of retro and modern topics framed around our collective, diverse interests.
That's right.
Often gaming and anime.
I would say
pretty much talk about anything.
We will talk about everything.
Yes.
Everything that we want to.
Yes.
Right?
This is a very personal show, I would say, Joshy. Our focus is set, however, on spreading positivity, positive vibes within the duality of our informal yet comprehensive and informative content.
That's
We
right.
like to keep it cash, but we also like to go deep. And I think you and I with the passion we have on things, we're deep divers.
I was gonna say that's almost. I would say that's an important part of the show. No,
yes.
It's a deep dive into everything that we like to do. Everything.
It's essential, man.
Yeah.
While also having a dream, Joshie, of building a vibrant community where you, at home, can become a part of the crew.
That's right.
Joshie, our episodes drop.
Yes.
Every Saturday at 5 a.m. with pregame dropping 24 hours in advance. I will say this is a loose schedule, obviously time forbid, and this is a two-man team.
That's right.
So that's the goal every week.
Yeah.
Available everywhere.
Perfect.
So personally, I like to use Spotify.
Me personally, I use YouTube music.
Joshie, someone might be wondering out there how they might become a part of said crew.
That's a great thing to wonder.
How they could join the community.
That's right. Join the fleet. Well, wonder no further, right?
Yes. Questions, comments, theories, discussions, and more. Can be written in, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Patreon.com/Flash Bros Podcast, where you will receive direct updates, Discord access, and you can sign up and see our very special gold tier sponsorship.
Gold tier sponsor.
Gold tier sponsor. You might be asking.
Yes.
What is this, Josh?
That's a great question because I'm honestly wondering that.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a minute, but I've never asked.
Well,
honestly. I should have.
I have an answer for you, buddy.
Good. It's about time.
It is a list of our VIP crew. Yes. So there's unique perks here with special recognition during each episode, access to all of our exclusive premium content available through. We've got 2 miniseries right now.
That's right.
Still growing.
That's right.
And all of our Patreon only posts directly through the website. The ability to directly DM us through Patreon, as well as even send us a text message if you know us personally.
Absolutely.
Exclusive channel access within our Discord community server, and there's also a link on our Patreon, and it's absolutely free to join. And a membership lock-in.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
there's a permanent subscription price for you.
Are you talking about like forever, or you're talking about like for the next couple of years?
No.
Oh, you're talking about.
I'm saying if you signed up today, $5 a month, pay that forever. In fact, even if we all understand money issues. If your card declines, even if you get a new card, you forgot to update it on Patreon. Oh no! Patreon is so dope in that it's not one of those sites that'll just cancel.
Right.
You have to hit cancel yourself manually.
Yeah, that's right.
So unless you cancel, you'll pay it forever.
Well, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. But Joshie, what if I don't want to sign up for anything?
I think that's a pretty reasonable thing, me personally. Yes. I think that's something that you could probably get away with not wanting to do.
I would say it's absolutely okay.
Right. So help me out here. Let's say I don't want to.
Flash Bros Podcast at gmail.com. Simply send us an email, or even easier, if you check out each episode on Spotify, there's a Q&A or comment, and you can leave whatever you want directly on that post. Come directly to us.
I think that sounds perfect. In fact, I'm typing it in right now. I'm going to email you at this very second.
Test it out,
I'm testing it.
Your support, my friends, means genuine growth for this podcast and our community. And Josh and I are all about that love. So we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of all of this with us.
That's right.
We couldn't do it without you.
We literally are nothing without you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of this whole idea that we have going. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Joshie.
Yes.
We're getting back in.
We are back in.
We are back in officially. It is time, my friend. We got to dap up for the next segment, bro. We got the main topic.
Should I bring this up first? I should have said this in the news. I should have said this in the news.
No, you're right. You said it when we were on pause. So
yes.
You said for me to write down Jan Sauer.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jan Sauer.
Okay.
Jan Sawyer.
Okay.
Jan Sawyer.
All right.
Is it sour technically?
I think it's sour. Yeah. I think it is. I'm just gonna read this to you.
Yeah. And, tag on from the news.
Yeah, this is news.
I need to know.
This is news before we get into it.
Because I didn't reveal yet anyway.
Yeah,
so it's perfect.
It is perfect. I'm just gonna read this right now. I'm so happy about this. I can't believe it. Can't believe I didn't say anything.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I'm gonna say it now.
Oh.
Xenosaga Pied Piper has officially been recovered after 21 years.
What?
Officially recovered.
No way,
yes, sir.
bro.
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean?
Valak Turtle has just announced that a preserved copy of Xenosaga Pied Piper has been found and recovered by the KT Wiki. After 21 years of being lost media, Pied Piper is finally playable again, this time outside of Japan. Valak Turtle, who is also the one who has been like uploading all the stuff about Pied Piper.
Oh,
which
true.
I have been, which is what I watched over and did all the translation.
Got it. Yeah.
Has also announced that an English translation patch is now being made by Vector Translations. Very funny name. And preservation.
Shut up, bro.
And Kaitai Wiki ROM hackers. Yeah. So the 2004 mobile game that was officially released has officially been found. This was lost media. You couldn't play it.
Lost media.
It was lost media.
Funny choice of words there. Buddy.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's
so
absolutely nuts.
Not only is that huge, but I feel like it's pretty big for our podcast because we did a whole episode on this completely off of the video. The series that I watched of someone playing it on their old
isn't that also what's
video
being
game
remade right now?
Yeah, so there was a remaster that was being made,
like fan made.
Fan made, yeah. Which I played the first chapter of, and the person was still working on. Very exciting stuff. I genuinely can't believe it.
I can't.
I didn't know if this was ever going to happen. I didn't know if this was ever going to happen. So not only we're going to be able to have those pictures I showed you every time, we're going to have full images of this game completely the way it was, but they're making a translation.
Real life right now. I can't believe that where we are,
dude.
This was just
have been.
This feels like a lost relic,
right?
I
cannot believe it because it's just, I mean, for people who have been, Xenosaga fans for a while, a lot of them haven't watched it. No. Right? A lot of them haven't.
No. Caleb had no idea what we were talking about.
That it was there, yeah.
No idea.
So for it to be available the way it is now, it's just incredible. It's just great.
The fact that they're making an English translation immediately.
Yeah. Right off the gizzy.
Let's go.
I am so extremely excited because this is just going to open up so much more for just what you can do with it. Kind of remastering it to a new size would be awesome. Yeah. New different options for emulation.
For sure. I think this actually opens up like a lot of what I find in like it could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of these like remakes, remasters, stuff we've gotten a lot in the last 20 years
totally
has had source material is a part of the process, and so now we have that. We didn't have that. We would have had to remake everything from scratch.
Was what the fans were doing.
They're like, okay, so the fans, we got to beat the fans, guys. Like they're already on this thing.
Right.
No, this is
huge.
This is big. Actually, dude, the timing could not be.
It couldn't be better.
With X releasing tomorrow,
bro. Come on.
Come on. All right.
It wouldn't be better to be a Xeno.
All right. Yeah. So let's jump then immediately into the main topic today, Joshi, which, speaking of lost media, right, and forgotten, we have Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey.
My man.
Yes.
We did reference this last week.
Yes.
I think it was on the main cast. It might have been on pregame.
I think we talked about it at the main cast.
We did. I'm pretty sure.
And then we talked about it a little bit afterwards.
So if y'all don't know, Lost Odyssey is what I've summarized to Joshi as the best game you've never heard about.
Real.
I
mean, I haven't played it, and I already agree.
Real.
Yeah.
So, because you haven't played it, I don't want to treat this episode like a Xenosaga episode, where I'm just giving you the lore, you take it. I think I could do it. Yeah. I think we could construct it. I think
you definitely could.
We've
made that clear with even Pied Piper telling those stories.
Absolutely. There also is so that let me paint a background real quick, all right, for the audience.
Please.
We just watched a YouTube video, okay, which hyped me the hell up when I watched it 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to watch that video with you. I want you to see the end too, the post spoilers part of it. But I thought for the pertaining to a discussion. I just saw the video and I was like,
and
you know what?
Who made the video?
We gotta watch this. Resonant Arc. Our boys who are all over the Xenosaga and Xenoblade
just
stuff.
Just reviewed all of it.
I think they hyped you up to play Xenosaga.
Well, that's how I originally found out about Pied Piper and all that. And because it was originally it was Xenobit's lore video, which got me into all of that. The timeline.
Have to.
Brother's still working on it. I love that. We just got.
I still gotta watch the newest one.
Yeah, part 4.
I haven't even seen part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
Huge.
So okay, we watched this probably the first. I thought it was a little less, but it was about 20 minutes. Okay, that we saw of like basically stuff we're going to get into, which is like the history of this game. What is Lost Odyssey? What is 1,000 Years of Dreams? This game, and why I just thought it was so perfect for you today, Joshy, and just where we're at. I feel like the timing is perfect because, in my opinion, this is like a Xenosaga / Xenoblade game.
Definitely.
That is not. It's not so big. It's not so grand.
Absolutely.
It just ends where it does. And it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
And you've never heard of it. You know? So I just wanted to go into it today because it does touch on a lot of themes and thematics and characters and designs that you're going to relate to from Xenoblade.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Absolutely.
So off rip, what I want to get into is I'm just going to go with the flow here.
Please.
This is like, I'm not really looking a lot up, not really like doing a lot of prep on the episode. Because I'm really just talking about some specific points on this, all right? So, for painting the picture for you, giving everyone at home the synopsis of what this game is. The synopsis is there's a main character, Kaim Argonar. Such a hard
That is a tough-ass name, dude.
Kaim Argonar. He's very cold, almost seemingly lifeless when you start the game. He has that theme going throughout the end because you find out right off rip, he's an immortal. Okay, so in the world of that, seemingly like for setting wise, think this is like Lord of the Rings. So they got magic, they got like structure. There's military. There's buildings, and like it's almost like a industrialized era. Okay, maybe a little past Lord of the Rings. But there's nothing crazy. It's like Dungeons and Dragons vibes.
Still spears and swords.
Exactly. They definitely have metal armor and big old helmets. It's very stylistic. Okay, but in this world, many of the main characters you have in a massive party, it's a JRPG, are immortal. And this is really, it's really humbling and wholesome because the main antagonist is immortal and the rest of the immortals are in your party.
Interesting.
So there's a divide off rip, and this is, I'm going to keep it very spoiler light. Just so you understand what's going on.
Totally.
Yeah. So there's not many immortals in play. I think there's like 7. Okay. You have other party members, by the way, that are humans. Okay. Straight up. There is a difference between immortals and humans.
Totally.
Immortals are humans. They just live forever. That's the only difference. So they're also humans too.
Can they die?
No.
They can't get killed?
They cannot get killed.
What happens if they get stabbed? They have like a healing factor?
They just regenerate.
Wow.
Okay? There's something about them. Jeez. And I'm not going to say anything beyond that as far as the why. But the idea is that Sakaguchi, forget his, I have like the Wikipedia here just for like small reference. So it's the director of this whole project for Mistwalker. I think it's their first game. This is Hironobu Sakaguchi. Okay. The legend who brought together a mini dream team, much like Chrono Trigger.
It feels like a dream team from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, right?
Feels like
if anything, dude, I think this might even be a better game than Chrono Trigger.
No way!
Just in some big ways that just hit.
Wow.
Especially, I think, in a modernized aspect. Because it's a 360 game.
Sure.
So, obviously, you saw a lot of cutscene work in the background. It looks
great, by the way.
Looks amazing, right? To be honest, I found out that the reason it's 4 discs, all right? Which, by the way, it's 4 discs.
That's already pretty fucking
That's huge, bro.
How many was 7?
Finally 7?
Yeah.
3.
3.
Yeah.
So it's...
very, very few 4-disc games. Legend of Dragoon. Have you heard of that game?
Didn't you tell me about that?
Oh, wait. 7 might be 4 discs.
Oh.
7, I think 7's 3.
So it's one of many.
I think Final Fantasy 7's 3.
Okay.
But
Should we look it up?
No, I'm not going to. I think Legend of Dragoon is 4 discs.
Okay.
But the director of Legend of Dragoon, that was a PlayStation IP. Sakaguchi was the director of Legend of Dragoon.
No way.
Yes, sir, bro. Yeah. Wow. How crazy is that?
But he can't stop going high for the top.
Pretty sure. It could just be like maybe it was the developing arm. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Let's get a Lost Odyssey though. So this game, why this immortal aspect is so interesting is because it's directly tied into how Sakaguchi wanted to literally convey and invoke emotion. Yeah. That was his whole purpose. He literally was on record on one of those quotes saying, I would rather you not play my game unless you're in it for the story. Yeah. Because the gameplay is secondary. Of course. And I respect that because
love that.
I know Final Fantasy says that, but they still put a lot of effort into like
the gameplay is pretty big.
The gameplay and it just goes up, right? Like you've seen Remake, it looks beautiful.
Of course it does.
This really isn't like that. Like it's very simple. It's very, if anything, this game plays like Final Fantasy X. It's very straightforward, turn-based. If anything, there's a lot of complaints about the combat, just because it's pretty simple. Right. I think it's really cool. I'm not going to go super deep, but like combat-wise, the Immortals are different than humans, and they handle it differently. So like
in combat?
Yeah. Okay, so what I mean is like each human has special inherent abilities to the human, and then humans can equip rings,
like a power
that only they get, like a passive or something.
For sure.
Let's say I don't even remember any of them. I haven't played this game in over 10 years. Let's say, for example, the black magic guy in the game, he has a power that makes it so all spell-based abilities do 50% more damage. Ooh. That'd be something like that, right? Sure. Or maybe passively gets MP back, because it costs MP to use spells. Right. So something like that. So each human has passive abilities that are unique to them. Right. They also can have every armor piece that you equip has unique abilities in the armor, and vice versa. Immortals, though, this is huge. Sorry. When you level up, it's a JRPG. So when you reach level like 30, like Pokemon, humans get a new move. They get new, stronger spells, new abilities. It's Pokemon, right? Immortals don't have any of that. Ooh. Immortals gain their power based on the humans.
Interesting.
So when a human has an ability that they're working on, an immortal has to be in your party at the same time, and they will use, it's called a skill link. And so they'll passively, over time, learn whatever ability they're getting from the humans.
Xenoblade Chronicles 1?
Kind of. Remember this? A little bit. Yeah. It's literally that you have to have them both out, but the Immortals get stronger when the humans get stronger. And at the end of the game, Immortals are better because you can literally like get all the passives and put them on the Immortals. So it's really unique because it makes it so the humans, you can only really build them one way. They're meant, like the black magic human, he's meant for one job, black magic. But your Immortals, by the time you reach endgame, you can have them learn all these abilities over time. You can make all the Immortals have everything at the end of the game if you grind that way.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's sick.
Isn't that cool? So you can build the Immortals however you want, and the humans come one way. I've never seen a game like that.
I haven't really heard of anything like that. Right. Yeah,
that's and how could you? It explains it in the lore, because it's immortal.
I was going to say, there's a word for that, and Drew said it to me today.
What is it?
It's when a game's mechanic is a canon piece of the story of the game.
Okay.
And there's a word for
Drew
it.
Is whatever that word that is. Yeah. That is exactly what's nailed in Lost Odyssey that I think is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So
that's so interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. He was using it as an example, like Undertale, save points are literally a save point. But also, like, if you save in Xenoblade, it's just a save point for you. But in the game, it's literally a point, if that makes sense. Flowey mentioned save points, like all these things.
It's a part of the lore.
It's the lore of the game,
Absolutely, yeah. I actually love Undertale's a great example because that is literally cohesiveness between the game.
The game and that's why I say Undertale's one of the best games ever made. Absolutely. Because it can't exist as anything else.
Absolutely.
It's a game.
So
one of the best ones too.
Let's even push further this idea of immortality, right?
Yes.
Number one, this is I watched two big podcasts as like kind of like gathering what I wanted to talk about. Right. So there's another podcast that's it was like a YouTube, like 2-hour like retrospective review on Lost Odyssey.
Right.
So this guy also said all the same things we saw, but like kind of in more detail. Sure. It was 2 hours long.
Sure.
And something he said was Sakaguchi's idea of immortality and why he was so drawn to it as a leading concept is because most antagonists in stories immortality is the end game.
Right.
Being king, god, invincible, immortal in some way.
Right.
The Fountain of Youth is the end game goal. What if the main characters already have it?
Right.
And you think about it and you realize it's not that great.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I like that idea.
I do too. Yeah, because it also paints a picture of the only immortal who's evil is the main antagonist.
Yes.
So that is even at being immortal has perversion to it.
Right.
So that main antagonist, but he already has it, so what's his goal?
Right.
You don't know.
That's
but everyone else, they already got it. And if anything, it's made them numb to this world. Right. And that type of idea he wants you to feel as a gamer. And I think that is so fascinating.
I think that's already so
It's so sick.
Yeah, I love that idea.
So,
real quick, do you mind if I turn on the fan?
Yeah, please.
Mind?
Absolutely. I was getting a little chilly. I was like...
Really?
I was for a second.
Or
when we were watching the clip.
Hot.
Oh, dude. Turn it on, baby.
There we go.
All right. So how I want to kind of like get into conversation here, Josh, is I want to wrap with kind of the final theme that hits so hard because of immortality.
Yes.
Which is Sakaguchi hired like one of the most famous Japanese writers.
Right. That was something that already
got
me like so curious.
Exactly. It's so fascinating because, like you heard in the video, it's totally optional.
Right.
You don't have to watch a single story.
Wow.
It gives you the first one as a part of playing the game, and you do get a few automatically by playing.
Right.
But it goes into literally a second menu that's on the title screen,
right.
and you have to go to it to watch the short story, and it's just optional. Right.
That's really interesting.
It's so fascinating because number one, let's tie it in with the immortality. It's perspective of what the title of these short stories are is it's called 1,000 Years of Dreams.
That's already such a sick name.
Such a sick name.
So cool.
Right? And the idea is these are, because Kaim, these are all perspective of Kaim, and I think one might be one of the other immortals, but it's all these forgotten moments throughout his 1,000 years he's experienced on the earth.
Right.
So he's had, what does 1,000 years fucking mean, bro? A century?
Yeah.
Dude, that means
can't really
families. Families, plural. That means
generations.
friends. You are watching. He's hanging out with like a grandmother in a story because 500 years ago, one of his best friends that was his age for a minute, they looked the same age, was like her great-great-great-grandfather.
Interesting.
Right? Like, stuff like that. That's crazy. So, that would change you as a man.
Absolutely.
So, like, this writer, his name is Kiyoshi Shigematsu, all right? Wanted to give him a shout-out because apparently he is extremely renowned, and he wrote every single story in the 1,000 Years of Dreams.
Wow. And this 1,000 Years of Dreams, I don't think I've ever seen something like it in a game.
I've never seen anything
even like heard of it kind of similarly. Yeah. It feels like its own, layer to the like thematic idea of the 1,000-year-old character.
1,000 years. So and to basically wrap the picture, you kind of got that visual, but each story, I think there's over 20.
Okay,
there might be exactly 20, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So there's a few, but like there's not like some absurd 100.
Did you go through all of them?
No.
Oh wow.
No, because when I was younger and experienced this game, I didn't really care.
Oh, okay.
As sad as that is.
Sure.
I really was interested
in
what was happening. I was definitely like in high school. I was probably a sophomore.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know how I played this game?
How?
Never owned it.
Oh, wow.
I own it digitally now on like my Xbox platform.
Yeah.
But I never owned a physical copy. I rented it from GameFly.
No way.
How crazy
Classic
is that?
GameFly. Can we get a dab for GameFly?
Can we get a dab up for GameFly? So, and I want you to know, I mean, I've rented from GameFly when it was kind of peaking. Right? Like the commercials worked for me.
I love those commercials.
The 2-disc plan or whatever, You just have it until you return it. It doesn't matter.
Easy.
It's such a concept. When I rented Lost Odyssey, had no idea what it was. I just saw it was from the creator of Final Fantasy, and that drew me in.
I'll check this out.
I love Chrono Trigger. Let's go. Of course. When they sent it to me, it was literally in one of those like paper,
the paper
floppy disc, but like disc sleeves, right?
OG Netflix.
4 of them. Wow. With a rubber band around them.
Wow. I would have been like, did they mess up? Or?
One disc 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one, sun bleach. What's up with that?
Was it actually?
Yeah, actually it was.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. And I probably had that like Lost Odyssey, the GameFly version of this game for like a year before I returned it. Like I just played the shit out of it, and like I think I played through this game fully twice.
Wow. And how long is the campaign?
The campaign is probably like 40 hours.
40 hours?
Yeah. I know 4 discs is daunting.
Sure.
The reason it's 4 discs is because of how much they put into not compressing the cutscenes and the game itself. Wow. So the voice acting, uncompressed. Yeah. The cutscenes, uncompressed. Right. It is one of the most beautiful... You know what? Hot pause. I'm going to show you the opening cutscene. Okay. Yeah, when you first start the game. Okay.
Let's watch. Insane.
All right. I just had to show Josh, the intro.
Holy crud.
Talk about, like, how it shows you without telling you what it's like to be immortal.
Wow. Well, even just the brutality of, like, the war that's clearly going on or whatever the heck is going on there. It shows the brutality of it insane.
I think it was the intro to Xenoblade 3.
I was thinking of that. I literally was thinking about, like, the bodies and them getting, like, run over by the giant machines and, like, all that. Dude,
incredible. Not the Mechon, but they're called the Pharaonices, right? I'm like, there's Pharaonices here.
Literally, I was getting throwbacks. Even the way it looks like the place where it starts.
Literally.
Yeah, man, wow, just such a brutal depiction of like a war, right? And of course, this dude's coming in swinging, looking like an absolute demon out there.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I think the strongest part about that was this idea of right when he's left, what we just finished, like that idea of like what's left, right? Scorched earth, dead bodies, and then walking through that. It's like, obviously, should war even happen? Obviously not. But like, should a man be able to walk through that? Would that do something to a person? Would it break you? Would seeing that level of destruction and surviving it kind of eliminate an aspect of what it means to be human? That was really well done. That was really, really well done.
That's sick.
I loved it.
Fuck yeah.
That was really cool.
I'm glad you're catching on to like all these ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the invoking part of all this.
Absolutely.
Is like this is exactly what shoot. What's his name?
Who?
Sakaguchi. This is exactly what Sakaguchi I believe was like really just his whole point.
Hammering
home and getting you to think and like, you know, being real moral dilemmas.
Right. The idea of
unique.
Yeah, it sounds like the idea of being an immortal is the absence of humanity.
Right.
Right? And what is it, an important part of human? Like the true ultimate at the end of everything is the idea of death. Yeah. That's what we all share in common.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter any of that. So what does that do to a person? Very interesting. Very interesting. I like it.
Smartest man alive. We persist. All right. Well, so continuing on my first part here, Josh. There's like 3 things I want to cover.
Okay.
And the first part, we pretty much already covered immortality.
Yes.
The whole concept. I want to get now really to part 2, which is like specifically the 1,000 Years of Dreams.
Yes.
Right? This whole aspect of like these short stories that are within the game. And basically, there comes memories that you unlock as you, because I didn't mention he's got the classic trope.
The JRPG trope.
Amnesia.
Yeah. Love it.
Classic. Yeah, anime, everyone adapts this, you know. But, you know, he's been alive for 1,000 years canonically. So that's a lot of memories to just like, not have, right? So this idea that you're like unlocking certain little pieces of those memories, and why specifically it's even called like dreams, because I think like when some of our memories, it's almost like saying our memories can be so vivid and so real still, that isn't that what a dream is?
It's like a dream.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 100% with that. So, that idea even of when you think back on your life, sometimes those moments feel like it was a dream.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a human aspect of being human.
I think so.
Is just holding that with you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
very
exactly. So
I love it.
So with these 1,000 Years of Dreams, I want to like tell you, there is one that I never like, I don't remember all the details, but I remember the point. And I remember this was a turning point for me on like, whoa, what is this game? And I was, I think in my first playthrough. So I already told you, like, I didn't read them all.
Right.
But I did start to get interested in them.
Yes.
Just later in the game.
In your second playthrough?
No, this is still my first. So from what I remember, like, you know, so I'm probably like 16, 17.
Right.
At this point, I've kind of dropped like Chrono Trigger and JRPGs.
Of course.
This is the only one I've played in a minute.
Of course.
I'm kind of really into Halo and other things right now, you know.
Yeah.
And then also just being in high school and being a dude.
Of course.
But
being a bro.
I think I literally skipped the first forced 1,000-year dream it gives you, because it lets you read it in game. Like, you're playing, it gets unlocked as a part of it, like it's trying to show you that this is a feature of the game.
Yeah,
so then it gives it to you, and you literally right then and there can go through the first story. Okay. And then boom, you're back in. The other ones you get, but you can't read them until you quit out.
Go to the main menu.
Yeah. Right? Okay. So this one particular story, I remember, like, I think I booted up the game on like disc 3.
Yeah.
Right? Or disc 4, and I literally was like, you know, I'm gonna look at these. I'm gonna see. And I read this one. And it was the title was something along the lines of like being a prisoner. Okay.
Interesting.
And from what I remember in the story, it was basically like Kaim, for one reason or another, ended up in a prison cell in a pretty like I think he was a prisoner of war. So it like really poor conditions, like not like any kind of like modernized jail. This was like, no, these guys are literally just being used for war.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And in the particular like cell they were at, I think it was underground, and there's specifically no light whatsoever.
Right.
So it's so crazy because as the story's going, it's also giving you like visual novel sound effects. So it's giving you like a like, you know, the guard walks by.
You showed me the thing where it's like, or even like you showed me the one where it's like a pub and you hear like drinks being put down and like yeah.
So I think it's like,
or like a door open and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like the main, I'm painting the picture like, so Kaim's in this prison. He can't see anything. It's completely devoid of light. Okay, not even a smidgen. So it's completely like black. I think it was specifically designed for deprivation of your senses.
Oh, wow.
Right. So to get you to be driven mad.
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
So there's a buddy.
Crazy.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Immortal, or I guess Kaim in this, he never lets himself go completely. So in none of these stories he goes crazy. He kind of like sees those go crazy around him, and that's what affects him.
Right.
If anything, he's just a depressed boy.
Right.
So he's in the prison. He's doing fine. He knows he's going to get out. He doesn't really care. Yeah. He's doing his thing.
Of course.
But the guy next to him in the cell, they like develop a friendship for like the X amount of... They're in there for a minute in this totally devoid of light cell.
Sure.
So it's like talking about like the one day he like he wakes up to like this guy like running like a stick along like the cell like the bars, like chains, the bars, and you can hear like the sound effect when it's telling the story, right?
Yeah.
And so like through conversation and through a lot of listening, he cares and develops a relationship, but he doesn't really care because he's
like
immortal.
Completely attached.
Yeah. But, you know, they start to get along the lines of, like, what's waiting for you, like, outside, right? And this guy has actually been down here for a long time. Like, I think...
Who, Kaim or...
the other inmate, right? So this other inmate in the cell next to him, he's been down there for a long time, 10, 20 years.
Wow.
So... like, think about that for a second with not seeing any daylight.
Right.
That would actually change the chemistry of your eyes.
Right.
Because basically you would not be able to see sunlight. It's way too strong now. Right. You would go blind.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And so it kind of like is telling that in the story and kind of like, and he's saying like, but like if I can, I think he had a daughter and right, the inmate. And so he's like, no, if I could just hold my daughter again and like all these things.
Yeah.
Well, eventually, as the short story's ending, something smacks the side of the prison and they're going out. Like, you know, like some kind of war is happening on site.
Oh, wow.
And so something smacks the side and they're able to literally like, it breaks the bricks. And I think it's underground too. So like they're able to literally escape out. And the first thing the inmate does, like Kaim literally yells like, "No, don't open your eyes." And he opens his eyes and he screams in pain and he immediately goes blind.
Oh shit.
And he's never able to see again.
No.
Yeah, and Kaim like and like they have like a huge, really heartfelt, lasting impression. And the guy basically says some lasting message of like, I should have listened to you and I shouldn't have just gotten so eager. I just waited so long. My body wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
I had to look.
Wow.
you know? And it like ends in like a really somber, no real like conclusion to that story. It just ends in that way and makes you think like, what would you do if you were that inmate in that situation?
For real.
You know what I mean? Like real
you would
shit.
have to look.
You'd have
theoretically, right?
This is what you've been waiting for, and your mind has been eating you alive.
Yeah.
That you would never see daylight again, right?
Yeah.
And you're finally exposed.
Right.
You're finally back in the real world.
Right.
So that's kind of like what I remember.
Right.
But I just remember being so sucked
that's impactful, dude.
to the story that I'm like tearing up.
Yeah.
As I'm reading this, and I'm like, what is happening to me?
Yeah.
What is this short story? What is this video game?
I love it.
I want to, like if that gives you a good, I don't know, kind of like mental picture of what this game is like.
It sounds like I want to play this game, dude. I'm not kidding.
I think this is a game that is so meant for you.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm being really careful on like, how much I'm revealing about the actual lore of the
I was going to say, I'm appreciating the spoilers or the lack of spoilers. Yeah. Because I really am interested. Yeah. It genuinely does feel
awesome.
Like a dream team of like the way this is put together. I'm so
Do you
interested.
think you would play it knowing what the combat is like being turn-based?
Yeah. Yeah? Well, of course.
Doesn't exactly like deter you at all? There's no Xenoblade, right?
I love turn-based. I mean, I just played through all of Xenosaga.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Xenosaga has random battles, right?
Yeah, it's not like random, but it's like the enemies will come up to you.
In all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said one of them was random battles. Maybe not. This game has random battles.
Oh, there's a mechanic in the second game where like tufts of grass will move and they'll come close to you.
Sure. Yeah, okay. I thought it was, what was the game where you're like in like the robot and you're like going around? And you were like going like really fast. You were playing in fast motion. It was Xenosaga 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And it had random battles
in dungeons. Yes.
In dungeons.
Yes, you're totally right.
Okay.
I was going really fast.
Yeah, I remember speeding up
because I had a times 2. I could go the speed of times 2.
Yeah.
And then I had the speed of I could match the FPS with how much my PC could handle. Oh, so it'd just be like,
yeah. Things you have a mega.
Yeah, there are. I forgot about that actually.
Okay.
Yeah. You're totally right. Is that this game?
Some things. Oh yeah, 100%. Like you're walking around the overworld when you're not in a town. So anytime you're on the field and there's no world map that you're like shortcutting.
Sure.
There's like travel points and then like you can fast travel, right? Then when you fast travel, it's very linear. There's like here's a map that connects from this town to this town.
Right, okay.
Here's a map, and you can fast travel anywhere you've been.
Gotcha.
So it's an interconnected but pretty linear style world.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, kind of like a lot of the older games kind of like ran that formula.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Josh, is there anything more you want to touch on the stories, I guess?
I mean, I'm just really interested on those 1,000 years of dreams. Dude.
Yeah.
It just sounds like something I would get into.
Yeah.
You know?
You specifically would read every single
I watched
one.
all of Pied Piper, dude.
Exactly.
and
it's
cried.
More interactive
I
than
cried
that,
during Pied Piper. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like right up my alley.
Yeah, if there's like 20 of these, you're crying 20 times at least. And that's not even the main story.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to jump to one more specific point until I kind of like conclude all my thoughts on Lost Odyssey.
Sure.
From a non-story thematic perspective.
Sure.
I guess you can call this just a retrospective, huh?
Sure.
Yeah.
You always could.
Yeah, and I think my point of this is to kind of hype you up and get you to want to play it. Especially because you have an Xbox.
I definitely have an Xbox, but I was even thinking, I mean, do you think emulation? Is there any like just because
so if your PC can run 360,
I guess it is 360.
Then you can. But it is 360.
I was thinking PS2.
No, it's definitely Unreal Engine 3.
Yeah.
So it is a complicated architecture.
Maybe once I set up that Xbox, I'll hop on that.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And
do you know if they still sell it?
Yeah, I think it's $10 or $20 on the store.
Oh, I'm buying that.
Dude, it's digital. It's way better anyway. You don't have to literally imagine being a kid getting out the disc two, and then you're like, you want to fast travel back like from this point to go over here, but that's in disc 1.
Oh, yeah.
You got to put disc 1 in, my guy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, digital's the way to go. I'm going to say that.
Wait, that's how it works?
More or less, the way it really works.
I was gonna say because in Xenosaga they had there was 2 discs for 2, and I think 3 discs for $3.
Okay.
And I remember being able to go wherever
you want.
I thought so.
This is the way they laid it out.
Yeah.
Bless you. You play through the game. I think this is how it was laid out. You play through disc 1. Once you reach the certain main plot point, you hit disc 2. Once you hit that main plot point, relatively in terms of where you're at, in terms of the whole story too, so you're about halfway through the game, you're on disc 2. Disc 3 is when things change. So disc 3 really opens up a lot of like exploration now, and fast travel becomes a big element in disc 3. Then you reach a plot point for disc 4, but if you want to go back now, because you now have access to everything. So if you want to go back and like, there's a side dungeon I missed that I can go back to now and do this thing, because there is some like back travel. It's not exactly Metroidvania, but it's a JRPG.
Of course.
But it would literally make you put in disc 3 to go to that particular
But it would remember
dungeon.
your data?
Oh, yeah. Because it's all in like a memory card save file.
Oh, true.
Right? Yeah. Just built in.
Very
so.
interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Fascinating. So, before I lose you to the storm.
You're not losing me to no storm, man.
The storm of the OST.
Ooh.
I didn't mention this. At least I don't think. It's Nobuo Uematsu.
That's the one they said, yeah.
Yeah. That is the composer of this game.
Yes.
Which, if y'all don't know, Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 1 through 6 also. Like pretty much every Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy X, which I think is like the best music in the whole series.
Nice.
This...
Do you remember what song you showed me?
Oh, yeah. The main map theme.
That was so epic. Dude.
Unreal. I think this might be his best work.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Truly, as far as like the whole culmination of music, I don't think I've heard anything like it. Wow. To be honest. Wow. It's in a way that you would probably say the same about Xenoblade. Or even Xenosaga. Yeah. Right? But I think you would objectively say, knowing you like Xenoblade's OST more.
Definitely. It's definitely an evolution.
And I agree.
You can just hear the way it changes.
This game, in my opinion, kind of feels like I don't love every track on it. Right. But it almost feels like I feel the evolution. And like half of it is a masterpiece to me. And the other half is like, it's good. Pretty or good. Like a couple that miss. But only a couple, right? Yeah. And the few that hit, I'm not kidding. Yeah. They hit so fucking hard. So... For the last time,
dude, that's so cool.
We have to pause right now, and I have
to listen
show
to
you some music.
Okay, let's do it. Like just getting in there, dude. That shit is so lit.
Okay, then I came over to my buddy's house and we started singing. Like you don't even know what he's saying, bro.
He can be saying anything.
You like the guitar effect? Yeah, it's
pretty. It's just pretty.
Yeah, so that effect is like you take a guitar pick, you turn the pick on its side, and instead of when you're picking, you use like the thinnest part. Like this triangle of the pick, that's what like breaks the strings. And if you were to zoom in on strings, the vibration's picked up by the electric guitar. And the vibration, it gets distorted, makes the sound. So that sound, though, is you just, screw all that. You take the pick and you put the fat end on the 3 strings that are like closest to you. They're thick and they get thinner. And the first 3 have texture. So it's, if you look at a guitar string, haven't you seen that it like has like a little bit of coil?
Yeah,
right?
It's like coil.
Yeah, so the big string that has the most coil, and then it gets smaller, and then the other 3, they have no coil. Wow. It's just a thin piece of metal.
Dude.
So you rub your guitar string along the coil, like kind of like this, but this is like much softer. Sure. But imagine the sound it makes. It's like, and it changes and pitches as you move.
That's crazy. So you're going down to up?
Yeah, so like that sound is used in like Eddie Van Halen started recording and using that in sound. So like he's got a song where it's like, if you ever hear like that kind of like, and it's distorted, but they do it fast. Crazy. That's like slow. That's like taking it on the guitar. I almost feel like I'm imagining he put the guitar on a table and he almost is like with a microphone up to it. Like crazy weird sound.
I've never heard a sound like that.
I've never heard that in a song before. Ever. Not like recorded. Like I've been fucking around with my own guitar and made that sound.
Right.
But like, what?
Using that as a part of the song? Insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
Exactly. So, we should probably tell them we're back.
Oh yeah, welcome. We back.
I know. So here's the deal. We got to wrap our main topic here in about 15 minutes. Okay. I'm pretty confident we can do that.
Wait, so we need to
pick up some food.
Don't they close at 8:30?
Yeah, well we pick it up right before they close. It's about a 10-minute drive, right?
Okay.
So we pick it up, come back, and we eat.
What about the final?
We just got trivia.
So we got to wrap up everything?
Let's just wrap up the main topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
While it's fresh.
So
I want to know, we paused it, and I put you through a few songs.
Listen to some incredible
I wanted to give you a little variety pack.
Yes.
Right? You heard more of the somber stuff. You heard that crazy map theme.
Yeah.
And now you heard like the battle theme and the last boss.
First off, I love the battle theme. I think it sounds so good. What was the one right before this? We listened to?
But I think it was the boss theme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
The boss theme.
Out and it's like...
It had such a Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Like that intro song.
Like, that's how it starts. It just goes like... hard.
Crazy hard. Yeah, I fuck with it heavy.
So I want to know, like, what you thought. Because I know you're an appreciator of
OSTs, of course.
Of art.
Of course.
Especially OSTs.
Of course.
Yeah.
And songs in general. Well, we just listened to this one, Roar of the Departed Souls. First off, hard-ass name. Most of these have...
Oh, I forgot it had souls in it. I thought it was just Roar of the Departed.
That's what it says,
The Departed Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dope.
So dope. That they had that part where are you keeping in the part you explaining? The guitar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That was the intro to the song has this like crazy sound. That was not bad. That was not bad. I didn't even realize until after I did it. I was like, that's pretty good. So it's just one of the craziest things. Sam, being a guitar player, knows that sound. I would have never been able to tell you that, or how they were able to get that sound.
It's so unique sounding.
It's so
nothing
unique.
Else like it.
Genuinely.
And then while it's happening,
almost hyperventilated for the people singing, dude.
Bro, yeah, and it goes on like awkwardly a little too long.
Yeah.
But it's so enthralling.
I feel like it's in a good way, yeah.
It's in a good way.
The way that it's like...
And then it finishes that, and it goes into a little guitar weirdness. And then it ends with like almost like it's going to shred.
Yes.
And then... Bro, it's so... Like, gets you in the zone.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
The like dynamic of a male choir and a female choir.
Yes.
And they like take turns going back and forth.
Totally.
It's so
I love that.
Good.
The sound, it's just like it's good. Also, those final boss themes, they need to be like almost overwhelming, right?
Right.
And that's exactly what it kind of captures that sound of perfectly.
Completely agree.
So, and there's a lot of other games where it's like that final boss theme. Sometimes that's the best one.
Right.
Right.
I will say, despite all of that,
Yeah.
the song I first showed you,
Yes.
the map theme,
Yes.
is my favorite in the entire game.
So good.
It's so
Yeah, I
good
could
because
not
it's
believe it.
literally like everyone check it out. Just look up one song for me.
Yeah.
It's Lost Odyssey OST. It's called
and listen to the whole thing.
The whole thing.
You're not gonna expect.
It's called Never Ending Journey.
You're never gonna.
It's two
Never
words.
Ender Journey Souls.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Of The Departed. So it's called Never Ending Journey. Yeah, you don't expect it. It's just we'll listen to it on the drive too.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just guitar, like simple acoustic.
Something
then
simple.
a penny whistle comes in, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
A little bit of drums.
Yeah.
It's light. And then halfway through the song,
goes crazy.
just imagine Eddie Van Halen walks in the room.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me just
round.
It is
so good.
Nuts. I have never, as much as I haven't heard a song like this,
Right.
I've never heard a song like that in a video game,
Right.
let alone a map theme
Right.
that like you don't hear unless you just happen to be waiting on the map. For no reason are you waiting on the map screen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
If you're really playing the game and you know what you're doing, you're on that map screen for 10 seconds.
That's if you're leaving the game open.
Yeah.
Which is how you experience that for the first time, right?
Right.
You just had it open. You were like,
I'm going to the bathroom, come back in. What is this?
yeah, what is this, dude? Yeah, I'm really impressed by the OST. Once again, makes me want to play it.
Once again. So I want to know, I want final thoughts.
Yes.
All right. I just ran through what I would describe, once again, as the best game you've never heard of.
I 100% agree.
And I want to know where you're at for if any of this information is new to you, and like kind of just ultimately, if you're pulled in, you think you actually would play this game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
First off, definitely. Second off, I think that headline goes perfectly with this game. It's kind of ironic it's called Lost Odyssey too, because it's like almost like a lost piece of like lost, RPG history.
Artifact.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I like that. Go check out what we're talking about.
What'd you call it though? We were talking about the Ark of the Covenant. You called it a relic.
Yeah.
Lost relic.
Lost relic.
No, true. Very true.
Yeah. No, I'll say this whole like everything that we've just dove into has completely made me want to play this game. And honestly, as a lover of storytelling and these artists that are all coming together for this, like I just have to, it feels like. And I'm not even the type of guy where, you know, if something isn't really heard of, I won't check it out. I just played all 3 Xenosagas. It's not really the most popular, but I genuinely feel like there was so much I felt during those games, right? So much, a ridiculous amount. And I seriously just feel like that was kind of the perfect experience, because experiencing something for your own, not because you've heard so much about it, is something really special. And that's why I know I have to play this game. I know I have to.
You know you have to.
And I think once I play it and beat it, we should do a whole episode on it. I think we should dive into it. Big dog. Ooh, we could do a 4-part series.
Yo!
Call it Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3, Disc 4.
That's actually kind of genius, bro.
That idea.
Love that. All right.
Dap.
Joshy, well, we did it. We accomplished the goal.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you. Guys, thank you all for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, being in on I hope you check it out.
Yeah,
and I hope
definitely
all of those 1,000 Years of Dreams, if y'all aren't going to play it, right? Even if you are going to play it, hey, fuck it. You are going to play it, right?
Yeah.
You should still look one of them up on YouTube.
Just
it won't spoil the game.
Yeah.
Because again, you can not look at any of them and it doesn't change anything.
Right.
It just adds more depth to the character.
I love it.
Right?
I already love even that story you told us. Like,
dude, and I butchered it. Like I'm telling you, like being in it,
becoming blind.
I just it's such an experience of. It really does. If Sakaguchi's goal was putting you in the shoes of these characters, don't think I've played a game better.
Wow.
As much as I can connect, you know, like I love. You know how much I love characters. I love Shoal.
You love them.
I love Rex. I love Noah, man.
I love Mio.
I
love Jin.
Putting myself truly in the shoes of an immortal in that way, it's almost unattainable.
Totally.
Is how it feels.
Totally.
And so it hits different, bro.
Yeah. I think that's the perfect way you should do it too, because those stories, you know, a story makes up a person, right? Those memories, those dreams we have. And so I just think it sounds like the best way you can do it.
That's right, baby.
Yeah,
so let's wrap our main topic right here, Josh.
Tap on the wrap.
And we will pause one last time, all right?
Okay.
We gotta get our food.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Let's get it. I know, me too.
Okay, Josh.
Yes, sir.
We're getting back to this. We got our food.
We absolutely did.
We're not eating until we are finished with the trivia. So you know what that means. Let's just wrap this bad boy up.
Let's do it, baby.
Total time today, by the way, Joshy, has been 2 hours and 31 minutes, including
blow through that
pregame.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a short episode,
kind of great.
Yeah.
I feel like good energy.
Great,
I feel like we get we spend some time.
time.
We have a watch list and Smash.
Yes.
I think we can do some shit tonight. You know what I mean? I'm kind of excited. So, with that being said, my guy,
absolute.
We're going back to tradition, as you all know.
As
all right, we are gonna break from the main topic.
Yes.
Wrap the cast, starting with our class trial.
Yeah.
Our ultimate video game trivia.
Ultimate video game trivia.
Ultimate trivia. Please select, just for sake of time, we're doing 3 cards?
We can do 3.
Okay.
I think we can do it in time.
Okay.
We'll just be nice and quick with it.
And will you choose 3 for me?
Yes. Oops.
Please.
Took 4.
Boom. Done.
That's for you.
All right,
all right,
baby.
buddy.
All right, Joshy.
Hey.
I think tradition dictates.
I start?
You're going to start.
I start for you?
Wait. What do you want to do? I forgot how we started.
I think we just go back and forth.
Yes.
I think last time I started, or last time you started.
Okay.
Last time you started.
You?
He did.
You.
Not me. Ooh.
All right. Let's do it, baby.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Remember to run through the rules.
Yes, go through the rules.
Or the, is it the rules? The rundown. Let's give the rundown.
Run it down.
Real quick for our audience.
Run it down.
Joshy, we're going through these questions that are on these cards, these physical cards, these card stocks, right in front of us. And each card has 2 questions on it. We go back and forth. If the other player can guess without a hint, that's 2 points.
Yes.
But if they can't, that's okay. We can give as many hints as we want until they get it right.
Yes.
And if that happens, they get a point.
1 point.
Don't get it. That's okay. 0 points.
0 points, but that's okay.
And we're combining our score here. So we have a total of 12.
Yes.
Wait.
No.
There's 6. Yeah, 12.
Oh, yeah, 12, I guess.
12. There's
Sounds
a total
like
of 12 points we can get. Let's do this.
All right.
You're starting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think you're going to get both of these. All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do I give you 2 back-to-back?
Yeah, you're going to go, just like...
Okay.
Back to back.
In The Last of Us, to which organization is Joel attempting to smuggle Ellie? The name of the people.
The Fireflies.
That's right,
yeah,
baby.
Let's go, baby.
Nice.
I was trying to think where they're trying to do it at. Where's the... is this... It's not Seattle.
It's not Seattle.
Is it?
Maybe. No.
Yeah, because that's where the first game ends in Seattle, right? No, it's not, bro. It's, is it like Detroit?
It's like Detroit or something.
Okay. Oh, I can't remember.
Michigan.
Chicago,
maybe. I have no idea.
I can't remember.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Which console was sold using the advertising slogan, "Jump in"?
Which console?
Console, yes. Jump
Xbox
in.
360.
That's it, baby. Let's go. You got both of those.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
We'll get it. Okay. So that's a total of 4 points for round 1.
There
Josh,
you go.
You're up, my man. These are great questions, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 1. In 2011,
okay,
the video game Bastion. From which group of people is Zulf an ambassador?
Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah, you're gonna need a hint. So
help a brother out.
Yeah. There's a Titan in Xenoblade 2 that is in the shape of a fish. Okay?
A fish.
Yeah.
Uriah?
Now, it would be called the blank, which would be the name of that fish.
Yes.
Just like half as long. Like there's no eye.
The Ura?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ura.
The Ura.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's exactly it.
Let's go.
baby.
I'll take 1 point.
I'm sorry if that was cheating, guys, but there was no way. You haven't played Bastion, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't able to get that.
Me neither. So, I mean, I played it, but not like, I don't know, the lore, none of that. Okay, yeah, we're giving you 1 point.
I'll allow it.
Joshy?
Yes.
Jacqueline Nutla was the main antagonist in which iconic 1996 action platformer?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Please.
Okay, we've had a discussion about this series in comparison to Uncharted.
Oh, Tomb Raider.
Done, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
You already know.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. That is
go.
the first card down.
Let's go.
I think you're up, my man.
Yes, sir, we are. Technically, you're up. Alrighty, Europe. How many characters does the player choose from in the 1986 classic side-scroller Golden Axe?
2?
No, sir. Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I'll take a hint. I saw the creative juices just suddenly start flowing.
Well, I mean, I don't know how obvious I can go.
Well, you saw my hints. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Depends on how bad you want me to get it.
I want you to get this for sure. I'm on your side, dude.
I know. How funny do you want to make it? It's about the comedy at this point.
It's true. We're talking numbers, okay?
Okay, so it's characters. And how many are playable?
Yes.
It's called Double Axe?
It's called Golden Axe.
This is what year do you say?
1989, so we're not going crazy, right?
We're kind of going crazy. I mean, I've never played this game.
Did you ever play
Yes.
No, you didn't. Don't lie.
Double Dragon? It's Contra?
What game is N the main bad guy in?
N?
Yes.
Pokemon Black?
Oh wait, no.
And White?
There's a different game. Which Xenoblade game?
N?
Yeah.
Xenoblade 3. So 3 characters.
That's right. Let's go, dude.
So when I said 2, I was pretty confident.
I was trying to go with the Xenoblade game.
Just keep it all Xenoblade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, next one.
All right. In the insult sword fighting section of the classic adventure game The Secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, classic.
What is the correct comeback to the infamous insult, "You fight like a dairy farmer"?
Legendary.
No, that was cool though.
I was thinking of something.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
I want to do this.
Please.
Okay. You fight like a dairy farmer. Oh my gosh, dude. Fuck.
At least I'm not milking cows.
That's really close.
Really?
Kind of. But you're on the right track.
Milker?
No, the last part.
Milking.
No, the last part. There you go.
Okay.
Something.
Cow tipper?
Okay. I'm just gonna help you out.
You're thinking too hard.
I am. Because I'm trying not to give it to it. He says, "How blank period you blank like a," what you just said. I feel like that's enough.
How you milk like a cow?
No, it's how something period. It's a response to "you fight like a dairy farmer."
You moo like a cow. You cry like a cow.
Oh, he said how blank.
How
blank period you blank like a cow. Because you said cow already. That's okay.
That's true.
You fight like
funny.
a dairy farmer.
How I'm gonna there's no way.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. How appropriate you fight like a cow.
How appropriate.
That's fucked.
Hey, that's all right.
It's
a little.
I tried.
You did try. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
There's still redemption.
There's right.
One more card here,
that's
but
right.
You're getting your 2.
Okay.
The first is Eddie Riggs, the protagonist of the 2009 game Brutal Legends.
Okay.
Is voiced by which American actor and musician?
Oh, it's Jack Black.
You already know, baby. I'm so proud you knew this
bro.
one,
Thanks.
bro. Like, please.
I have it on my Xbox.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't played it.
It's actually pretty fun.
I know. I've heard.
Question 2 is how many rows of aliens appear in a wave of Space Invaders?
Ooh, Space Invaders.
Yeah, that's a crazy question, man.
Don't give me any hints.
I'm not.
Space Invaders?
Space Invaders.
Is it 4? No. You give me a hint.
Yes. It's higher than 4.
Don't fucking do that to me. 5?
Yep.
Ah! I was close.
You were so close.
That's pretty close.
Literally.
I could have got it.
And you knew it wasn't that much.
I did, yeah.
It's an old arcade
Space
game.
Invaders.
There's only so many they're
That's
gonna
what
put
I'm
in.
saying. They're not going to have 16.
500,000.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Last one for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, baby.
In which 2015 video game by Bossa Studios does the player control sentient slices of bread? It is so simple.
It's called Bread.
That's in the name.
Is it called Toast?
No. That's good though.
Sentient slices of bread.
That's right.
Dude,
I remember this
It's
game.
that physics-based game,
Yeah,
right?
I remember
Yeah,
this.
dude. What the heck?
Every YouTuber was playing it.
Yeah, I am bread.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll let you have
Let's
full
go.
points. I didn't give
I'm
a single
taking
hint.
it. No, because I asked questions, right?
How'd you remember?
Because dude, I knew this game. Every YouTuber was playing it, like
Yeah.
you said, man. It was like headline news for a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's playing this bread game.
I am bread.
Yeah, that was a crazy
Good one.
game.
You can have full points.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Full
What was
points.
I thinking?
Okay.
Okay.
Who was the designer of the 1999 game System Shock 2, also known for directing the 2007 spiritual successor BioShock?
What was the question about them?
Who was the designer of the 1999 game System Shock 2, also known for directing the 2007 spiritual successor BioShock?
This is a name of a studio or a person?
Yeah, it's a designer.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Need
hints.
some help.
Do you know them?
No, but I'm gonna give you a good hint.
Yeah.
Think Barbie's boyfriend mixed with, shit. I don't know any of his songs.
Ken shit.
You're close. No, I'm just kidding. Shit. I know the name of this person. There's a person famous in the early 2000s, late 90s a little bit, with the first name Adam. Think Adam something.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Levine.
Yes.
What?
Put it together.
Ken Levine?
Yes. Let's go.
You know what's crazy? So I remember I used to listen to a lot of like old like PlayStation podcasts, Levine ones.
Yeah.
I've heard that name. I've definitely heard
Ken Levine.
Ken Levine.
Nice.
Yeah, just from like
Good
people
stuff.
being in the industry.
Let's go.
That's crazy. All right. Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
That was great hints, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
For real. Yep. Get a 3 there. Joshy, the final card here for you. 2 more questions here.
Okay.
In which year was the popular game Snake first made available on Nokia phones? Specifically, the Nokia 6110.
Stop.
I'm gonna tell you right now, just as a free hint, okay? The Nokia 6110, the year has nothing to do with that number. So
okay, cool. That's a good free hint. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2005.
No. If you'd like a hint, just let me know.
I'll go hint.
Okay. My first hint, basic hint, think about Nokia. Think about when that was like big. Why? Who would make a game for something that doesn't sell, right? So Nokia is like definitely a part of the conversation, right? Way before Motorola, pretty sure. Wait, Apple doesn't even exist yet, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
No, you know this, bro.
99.
Okay, now you're 1 year off.
98.
98.
Okay.
Let's
almost said
go.
98, dude. Fuck.
Okay, this one, if you need a hit, let me know. Excuse me.
Okay.
The final question, Joshy.
Yes.
Originally named Jumpman.
Oh.
In which 1981 game did Mario first appear?
Donkey Kong.
Done.
Simple. Easy.
You already know,
Come
bro.
on, baby.
I knew you were taking that one.
Come on now.
Okay. So, with a total of 8 points coming from you, Joshy.
Yes.
Wait, how's that possible? Oh, because we each have 12. So
Yes.
24
Yeah,
we
both
get?
have 12.
Got it. So you get 8 out of 12.
Yes.
I got 8 out of 12.
We don't both have 12.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
2. We don't have 2. 2, 4, 6.
Oh, you get 2 points if you don't get a hit.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
So stupid. I was like, what?
We got 16 out of 24, my guy.
Hey!
That's pretty damn good, man. We got the same score.
Not bad.
Yeah, we both
Not
got
bad.
it. Let's go, man.
Oh, we both did?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man.
We're in this
hey,
together.
official. Hey, this has been a dapper
I know.
episode,
Day of
man.
Dabs.
Day of Dabs. That's what I'm talking about. Joshy, speaking of daps,
Yes.
we have to do something before we close out.
What should we do?
We have to get a quote for the proverb
Oh
spotlight.
my gosh, you're so right. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
You've been slacking.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good.
Completely
I've been forgetting too.
Completely
Wait, well, let's make it relevant. We'll do it live, guys.
Why don't we do a Lost Odyssey quote?
Lost Odyssey. I think it has to be, right?
Legally.
Legally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a quote from... Okay.
I'm ready.
Well, I can't put this for the proverb spotlight, but these are legitimate quotes, okay? Quote, wow, puberty's weird.
No way. That's
Quote,
weird.
it's cold up here. Hey, turn around. Another quote, I need 15 minutes. And that's 15 for you, and you, and you. Well, that's 45 minutes.
What?
And the last quote, no dude plays a harp. There you
I
go.
like that.
Yep.
That's some...
It actually, I didn't mention this, but you know what? Why do I always forget that Reddit?
What?
Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh, Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit. Oh, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I forgot to mention something. So there's a character in the game.
Yes.
You saw all the whole talk in the video showed you the emotional impact of the game.
Yes.
What it didn't show you is that.
Oh, you said there's a really funny character.
There's a funny character, and he would have gone in on it on the retro arc.
Oh, okay.
But this character, apparently the voice actor, is a legitimate like stand-up comedian.
No way.
And he didn't do games before, I don't think. So it was like his first or second gig in games ever.
Yeah.
And he was the only character amongst the entire staff that was the American actor was told, for the most part, just go with it.
No way.
Here's the basic idea, or here's the line, but like be quippy and have fun with it.
Yeah.
So most of the lines from this character in the game are made up on the spot.
No way.
Yeah, and he's so goofy, bro.
I want to hear this.
His name's Jansen.
Okay.
So he already looks goofy, sounds goofy.
Has a
scores the babe, obviously.
Course, Sokka style.
Yeah, it's got to be. He is the Sokka.
I love it.
Okay,
that's
just like a little more goofy. That's
more goofy.
All those quotes are from Jansen.
More bowling,
except our proverb spotlight.
What? Okay, let's hear it. Ready?
Yeah, I'm not going to give any character names or anything. Okay, so the quote is, explain to us also what sorrow makes you weep as you listen to the tragic story of the Argives and the fall of Troy. The gods were responsible for that, weaving catastrophe into men's lives to make a song for future generations.
That's beautiful.
Bro,
you can't say who said that?
Beautiful. Alkynus. Alkynus.
Okay.
Yes. No other context.
Okay.
And with that being said, Joshy, I think it's time to eat.
Woo!
I think
I'm
it's
hungry.
time to crack. I think it's time to shit, man.
To take a shit?
Yeah.
To shit, man.
Let's shit and hang out.
Let's shit, man.
Know what I mean?
Let's shoot the shit, man.
Never ending journey.
Love you, bro.
Love you more.
Love you.